Hello everyone, we've got a bit of a one-man show tonight. Good evening and thank you all for coming out tonight. My name's Brandon and I'm here to introduce to you MentAlly on behalf of my teammates Allison and Christina, who sadly cannot be with us tonight, but they're certainly here with us in spirit. Alright, so first and foremost, what is MentAlly? It's an initiative that aims to bring Vancouverites who may be experiencing mental health barriers on a daily basis together with the millennial generation that calls Vancouver home, in order to create a youth-supporting youth relationship that promotes the civic engagement in their local community within these demographics. We believe by facilitating and creating low-effort solutions that yield high impact in the community, we can simplify the act of voting in any election, as well as remove the hassle of getting to the voting stations, which for most people is the biggest hassle. We found that 39% of residents of the city of Vancouver currently experience these mental health barriers, and only 35% of the youth that are aged 18 to 24 currently take the time to vote. And if you'll believe it, these statistics come from a Stats Canada review in 2007. That's the last time that they've even looked at this scope for these demographics, which is pretty unfortunate if you ask me, pardon me. So we're here to break the cycle. We find that when there's a lack of information or access on how to get to the voting stations, it becomes too intimidating and people just exit the conversation right then and there. That does not allow our civic leaders to participate in the conversation with these millennials and with these people facing mental health issues in their daily life. So, with nothing reflected in the civic community, there's a lack of interest to participate and the cycle continues. As you can see as our mission statement, we want every citizen to feel empowered to vote and have their opinions reflected in the policies that allow them to flourish and give back to their community. We have a timeline here with everything we want to get done. We want to implement this in this October's coming election, so we're going to need your guys' help to do that. Now this looks great, but what does this mean? So, meet Layla. She's an 18-year-old who has never voted simply because of a lack of information and a lack of access to this information. And she has trouble navigating in large crowds. She finds this app via Facebook. She reaches out to the website, finds a map and a bus route to get her to the voting station that's most convenient for her. And meet Ron. While Layla's doing all this, he decided to join our MentAlly initiative. He helped construct the tools, and he got certified to be a volunteer at the voting stations. Layla and Ron meet over social media, and they plan to meet on the day of the event. Ron sends her a text the night before, letting her know what to expect and what to bring, making sure that she's prepared for the next day, and it's a last-minute chance to opt out if she's feeling way too much pressure over this. They meet the next day. He provides her, in this case, with a set of earplugs, and that's good enough for her to get her autonomy back in the voting process and feel that she's made these decisions independently. Ron decides to tag along, and they both vote. Now they've both become civically engaged, and they've participated in the conversation. Layla's also provided an opportunity to give feedback and pretty much say everything she liked about the process and everything that could need a little tweaking as well. So, where do you guys come in? What I need from you guys is a partnership with mental health organizations to guide us on what types of issues we should be solving first and foremost. We're looking to target people that suffer from anxiety and depression all the way to mood disorders and everything in between that. But obviously we'd like to expand past that when possible. We also need support from the City of Vancouver so that we can get our message out there and get this started before October election. And last but not least, we need funding. We're thinking we'll need about $1,000 to get this hooked up and get these tools constructed for the October election. So, lastly but not least, thank you guys so much and for putting up with my horrible sick voice. So, thank you very much.